Welcome to IK Multimedia's Vintage Keys Corner. I'm Derek Floyd, National Product Specialist, and today I'm here to give you a closer look at two of IK's brand new workstations, SampleMOOG and SampleTRON. Now let's build a sequence with the two products we were just discussing, SampleMOOG and SampleTRON. This one here, of course, is SampleMOOG. Looks like an actual Moog there with the wood grain finish. Over here to the left hand side you've got a mixer window which carries all 16 channels from 1 through 8 and 9 through 16 by clicking a switch here. You've actually got your browser window where you have all 16 different Moogs from 1970 to 2006. And like I promised, the Little Fatty, the Voyager, and the Mini Moog are all present here. You've actually got 4 effects for every voice on your rack. So that means for every voice you have, you can add 4 effects. And in those effects racks, you have a total of over 30 effects to choose from, like reverbs, delays, choruses, wah-wahs, filters, you name it, it's all there. And then back, of course, you have your macros and envelopes and LFOs that you can change to have total creativity and flexibility over your sound. Now what we've done so far is we've built an actual sequence, and we're going to take a listen to part of it here. The actual drum beat here has been built by our SampleTank product, which looks like this. Has a couple of voices in it as well. This is our flagship. And now we're going to add a little bass to it. But let's check out the drum beat first. Alright. Now, let's go ahead and turn on the actual bass from Moog and see how that bass sounds inside the mix. I've chosen the first bass sound from the Mini Moog, which is a popular synth. And let's hear how it sounds without any effects on it whatsoever. Let's just hear it against the mix. Sounds pretty good. But I want to fatten it up a little bit, give it a little bit of tone. So I'm going to go for tone control, which is actually one of our built-in effects from Amplitude. All of a sudden it comes out of the mix. Now, I want to make it a little edgier, so I'm going to go to my preamp effect, which is also from Amplitude. Now it's got a little bit of grit. Now it's almost too much grit, so I'm going to put a chorus on to kind of soften it out. Now I've got my bass. Now, I want to have a little bit of a string section going on in the background, something kind of lofty. So I'm going to go to channel 2 here and turn that on. And if you see on channel 2, I've got a harpsichord chosen from our PolyMoog and kind of a polyhuman sound that has kind of an orchestral string sound. Now what I've done is I've made a combination here by going to channel 2, pulling up a voice, then going to the 2nd or 3rd channel here and putting them both on the same MIDI channel, creating a combination or performance patch. Let's check out that patch together. Notice it's got a reverb and a delay, feedback and wet dry signals here. And there's a harpsichord playing with an auto pan, rotary, and delay again. Let's add the bass back in and see how our mix is sounding. Yeah, that sounds great. Now, I'm going to add one more thing. There's a piano here, and if you look into the PolyMoog, there's claves, EP, and a standard piano. Let's listen to how the standard piano sounds without anything on it. In other words, making it dry. Let's hear how it sounds against the drums. Oh, that's got the effects on. Let's turn them off first. Now, simple piano sound, but I want to beef it up again. Let's go ahead and go to that tone control, one of my favorites, and give it a little bit of life with the chorus. Now I'm going to add a rotary speaker to this to kind of give it a more airy feel. Now we've created an old-time piano. Now let's add the rest of the sounds from SampleMoog in the mix. Sounds good, right? Okay, but we're still not done. Let's go ahead and grab our SampleTron now and finish off this mix. Right now, we've actually got 3 voices already pulled up for you. And this is the amazing SampleTron. As you can tell, has a kind of finish just like a Tron does, just like Moog. Over here, once again, you've got 16 channels, just like on SampleTron, 1 through 8 and 9 through 16. And on this side, once again, you've got your 17 rare collectible, amazing Trons. The Chamberlains, Novatrons, Mellotrons, Stylophone, Talent Maker, they're all there. Again, you have your 4 effects for every voice and over 30 effects to choose from. Once again, reverbs, delays, choruses, you name it. And over here, of course, you still have your parameters to make your changes. So now that I've pulled a couple of sounds in there, let's go ahead and start adding some of these sounds to our mix. The first one I've chosen is the classic warm tape violins from the Mellotron series, which is one of the more popular ones of this time. What I'm going to do is go ahead and add that Tron, take off the actual SampleMoog sounds first, and let's hear the Trons on their own, with the drum beat, of course. I've clicked solo on Tron 1, and let's hear how that string sounds against the mix. I'm going to take off the reverb first and let you hear it minus and dry. Let's put a little reverb on it to give it some life. Now it's got a little swing to it. Now, I want to have a little something different, and I noticed that they have actual guitars inside of Mellotron. You think, are there Trons with guitars? But of course there are. Look at the Chamberlain series here, and I chose a lo-fi guitar sound. I'm going to turn that sound on and go to Tron 3 here first, and let you listen to how that would sound completely dry. I'm going to click off the delay here and let you hear it on its own, minus the drums. Let's just take off some of this here, and you can hear it with just the kick and the guitar. Simple guitar, right? Kind of cool, kind of funky. Let us add a little bit of effects to it. Once again, my favorite, the tone control, which is amazing, like I said, from Amplitude. Always brings things alive. But I want to make it even a little bit more lo-fi, a little bit more interesting. So I'm going to add a lo-fi effect on it. Dirty it up a bit. Now I'm going to reach for that delay and give it a little bit of life to bounce around the track. And now we've got our lo-fi guitar. Cool, huh? Now, let's go ahead and bring that in with the rest of the mix. We're going to mute this here for just a moment and bring in with the strings and the lo-fi guitar we've already built in. Let's check it out. Yeah, it's sounding pretty good so far, huh? Let's bring that last sound in. The dirty orchestra sound. There it is. Now we've got a full sequence going with SampleTron, SampleMOOG, and SampleTank. There's Tron, there's Moog, and of course our flagship, SampleTank. Thanks guys. Take care.